What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope all is well. Let's get the stream started nice and quick. A little bit late tonight, but it's not that late. I mean, come on, it was only like 6 minutes. It's not that bad, right? What do we say today? Let's see. Dearest Marvel Champions. Maybe I'll say, all right, I've got 9 dual class crystals to pop tomorrow. Just tell me what I need to do to I'll just say to pull Aegon. No, we'll just leave it at that. I was gonna try to come up with something else, but anyway, we'll leave it at that. Oh no! Oh, so close. No. All right, to eat. Okay. What's up, everybody? William Dodd sent it over to super fast. Say, what up, BG? Got 5-star voodoo today. Hey. Nice, man. Congrats on your voodoo. It's a good pull, especially with Variant 5 out now. He was a good champ before that, but you know, his usefulness has only gone up. Stop. Thank you very much, dude. Yeah, congrats on your pull. All right, let's get started though. Like I said, I want to get started kind of quick today. I already knocked out all the AQ stuff. My energy has been sufficiently dumped. It's just arena time right now, man. 5-star arena is done. 4-star featured. Probably work on that in a little bit here, but I actually want to burn some more of my 4-star champs in the basic arena before I move back to the 4-star featured. Yeah, let's do that. What is up, BG? What is up, Carl? Almost done with my 3rd Abyss path 5. Carl, you are a madman, dude. Just knocking it out. Crazy, dude. Crazy. How do you rate Undo Professor X? Hold on, I rolled a 6-star from a single cav from Sigil. Well, first off, congrats. That is an awesome pull. But I don't really have much to tell you about Professor X, unfortunately. So yeah, I do not know exactly what he needs in order to be good. Soon I'll have more time to get back to digging into more champions and stuff like that. This is kind of the last week where I'm just gonna be kind of busy and not able to really figure out these new champs too much. But after that, and then we're back in contest mode, man. back in figuring out these new champs. I hope that I don't let you guys down again. When the next month's champs hit the content creator beta and all that stuff. Just checking to see if my banana has grown. Not yet. Not quite yet. Sup, BG? Nice sneeze. Did I sneeze? I duped my first 5-star guillotine 2099. Nice. That's a good champ, good dupe. She doesn't need the dupe, but hey. It's also not bad with it, you know what I mean? Get that little bit of extra protection with her. It's good stuff. Yoki sending over 3 of them Polish bucks, and when you say Polish złoty is how you say it, right? Or Polski złoty, read as Polski złoty. Okay. Instead of Polish bucks, you'll finally be able to pull Aegon today. Hashtag Bragon? Is that Briegon? I don't even know what that word is. Is that my name mixed with Aegon? Is that what that is? But Yuki, thank you very much, man. I can't help calling them Polish bucks, though, dude. I don't know why, man. That's just the way my brain goes. It's where it goes to when I see the PLN. But thank you, man. I do appreciate that. How many units can I get from 1,000,000 battle chips? What's the average? About 1,800, give or take. It's definitely not an exact science. You could get a little bit lucky, a little bit unlucky. Scorpio sent an over 5. Scorpio, thank you very much. Saying decided to take my red mags 5-star to rank 5. I have no idea how to read the chart on Aunt May. Does it need high sig or natural dupe 20 awakening enough? We can go take a look at it. Hold up, we'll take a look at it in just a sec. But thank you very much for the 5. Ben Badger also sent it over 2. Ben, thank you very much. Where's your last? Give me 1 sec, Ben. We'll find it. Aha, it was after it. That's why I couldn't see it. Alright, saying, glad I listened to you and didn't awaken Massacre. Pulled Aegon today. He's Sig 100 now. Alright, man. Good stuff. Congrats. That is awesome, dude. Yeah, good stuff. Alright, Brian plus Aegon equals Braegon. I spelled it wrongly before. Okay, alright. That's why I was confused, but I figured that's what it was. Alright, so Aunt May, let's pull it up. William Dodd sending over another 5. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, been watching your item this run for 6.2 and gonna rewatch your variant videos for tips to finally start working on clearing the variants. Alright, man. Yeah, I would say variants is definitely where you want to focus your time and energy on if you haven't cleared those before heading into Act 6. Because Act 6, even after the nerfs, is still a step up from the variants. Not as big of a step up anymore, but still a step up. And yeah, you'll have a better time getting the rank ups from the variants and then going into Act 6. But dude, thank you very much for the 5. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's take a look at this. So sig ability.
Man loves beans.
Yeah, it gets confusing when there's like multiple different graphs. That's the confusing part here. But I would say probably doesn't need too high of sig level. He honestly doesn't need to be awakened at all. But I'd say what's the most important thing here? Probably just the heavy attack dealing extra damage, which is that this one? Am I reading that right? Yeah, that is this line. Okay, yeah, because it goes up. All right. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be too high, sig. But you can see how, like, you just see the way the curve is going, is where it's like steeper on this side, and then it starts to flatten out a little bit. You know, getting him to like sig 60 would be pretty good. He benefits. He still benefits from additional sigs, but he definitely doesn't need to be like fully maxed out. Something you could do too, if you're ever confused by these graphs, you could also just enter in the actual sig level, and you know, it'll tell you the exact amount if you just want to go by that. And you can put in different numbers here if you want, like 65, 99 for whatever reason, and you know, it'll tell you the updated amount. But yeah, I would say if okay, actually hold on, let me put it this way. If you need mutant sigs for other champions right now, let's say you're ranking up Magneto and Omega Red or something like that, then I would just leave Magneto at a natural 20 and you know, pump all the rest of the sigs into your other champs. But if you have the sigs to spare, I'd probably take them up to around 660 or so. I hope that helps, man. All right, Simon sending over Buck. Oh, Simon, by the way, I saw your tweet. Hold on, I think you mentioned it in this message too. Let me read it. ABG, love the 6-star video edit. Sorry got shafted again. It happens. Also, had to leave the stream yesterday, so couldn't explain the reference. Sending you a clip on Twitter. Yeah, I watched it right before going live, actually. Hashtag had to beat them to death with their own shoes. So I know why I didn't get the reference. I love Wayne's World, and I'll get most references from the original Wayne's World. The second one I don't think is a bad movie, but I much prefer the first one. So I've watched the first one, I don't know, 15 times in my life, and I've only watched the second one maybe like 3. You know, so the second one, a lot of the references I don't get out of it. But that was a pretty good scene. Just the look on Garth's face and everything as he's explaining it. All right, stroke up my saber. I'd play it on stream, but I would, you know, get in trouble for that. YouTube would get me. All right, stroke up my saber. Sending over Buck though, was saying, BG, after watching your opening today, I have to say you don't deserve Aegon. What the F? You deserve to spend a lot of units on the Abyss. Don't worry, it's reverse psychology. Well, it doesn't feel like reverse psychology, man. What the F? All right, maybe it'll work though. We'll see. We'll see, man. Tomorrow is another day, another crystal, another multiple crystals. So yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, Tom sending over $1 too. Thank you, Tom. Where are you at? Brian, I know you don't know this about me, so I thought I would share. I'm in a band called 999 Megabytes. Unfortunately, we haven't had any gigs yet. Hold on, a little parched here. Boo! Come on, Tom. Ooh, man. Should I take my Nick Fury to rank 5 or Quake to rank 4? If you're really good with Quake, then probably Quake. But it really depends on what you're looking for, man. They're two very, very different champions. I mean, every champion's different than Quake. But yeah, sometimes Nick Fury's the better option. Sometimes Quake's the better option. If you're not comfortable with Quake, no worries. Just rank up Fury. You're not getting the reverse part there? I mean, I got what he was saying. I'm just saying it didn't feel like it, you know? It's like if someone ran up to your face and was like, ha ha ha, you're ugly. I was just kidding. It was opposite day or something. I mean, it wasn't that bad. That's way worse. But, can you last the Reed Magoo Mister? Oh, Hunter, what is these words that say you are due? Brian, if you want to dupe your Aegon, then get that Sweetheart Rumpus into the showdown and win that Shiznay to the Ixnay? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is one way to do it. Is winning, being the top time for this showdown, man. It's easier. It's way easier said than done. Come on, that's what I need to do. I wouldn't pick Aegon anyway. So actually, no, that wouldn't even get me Aegon. Anyway, I'd for sure pick someone like Doom instead. The game is listening. You have to say all the champs you don't want, just ask lags. I've tried that. Doesn't work. Hey, bald guy, you're American, right? Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. Born on the East Coast. Okay, but what are you when you're in the bathroom? European. Oh, that's why you were asking. Boo. Oh. Anyone have any tips on how to choose my first rank 5? Yeah. What champion playing the most at rank 4 right now? That should be your first rank 5. I'm not kidding at all when I say that. It's, you know, everyone has their own little personal preferences in this game, and the champion that you personally gravitate towards the most when you're stepping into a difficult quest, when you're about to take on the highest difficulty you can of the monthly event quest, and you're like, no, this champion's stuck in war or stuck in alliance quest right now. I'll wait till I have that champion. That's the champion you want to take up to rank 5. Do you have any rank 5? Is that 5 stars? Do you have? Rank 5s? I think I have 32 or something like that. Roughly. It's around 30 somewhere. William Dodd said it over 2 more. Thank you, dude. Saying, are you going to grind for Apocalypse in Arena? No, I'm not. I mean, I would like to get them, of course, but it's just too time consuming, and in my opinion, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. I mean, for me, I don't think it is worth it anymore to put that much time in for a 5-star. Like in the past, when 5 stars were the kings of the contest and all that, I feel like the time was worth it, and the units, and if I needed to refresh things like that, it was game changing, you know, and set me up for months, or not more than months. I mean, years in some cases. I've been using Omega Red for, God, I don't even know how long. So very much so worth it. And if it was a 6-star champion, then I would say, well, yeah, it'd be worth it too. But 5-star in the arena, putting up like 70 million points, I'm just finding it to not be worth it. Now, technically, it's not quite as hard to put up 70 million points today as it was, you know, however many months ago. I've gotten more 6 stars and stuff like that, but I mean, I would have to put up more than 70. You know, the cutoff is 70. I'd be putting up like 85. You know, or well, assuming the cutoff for Apocalypse is similar to Professor X, but I'm just kind of thinking of Professor X as I was saying this. So yeah, it's right now I rather just gain units so that way I can be prepared to pick up any offers that Kabam throws my way, pick up the whether they bring back the gifting event or completely change it. I'm sure they're going to be looking to make money around the holidays one way or another, right? So I'd rather have units for that, or just be able to get through the Abyss, all those types of things. So what's up, Dicer? All right, Stroke by Sabers sent over a buck. Saying my 4-year-old son has been learning Spanish all year and he still can't say the word please, which I think is por for. Really? Oh man, boo. Take a lap. Boo. Shad sent it over, Buck. Shad, thank you very much. Saying it's true what you say about ranking favorite champions over more useful. Had one rank 2 before I had max 5-star, and a 6-star Killmonger Unawakened, and I still use him in War with Void. Nice, man. Well, I mean, it's the balance of it, right? I don't want to give the wrong idea that you should only be ranking up favorite in a like a for fun sense. I mean, you could do that if you want to, but like my favorite champion's Man-Thing. And even after all the champions I had ranked up, even, you know, like it takes time to rank up champs like that, because he has some use in this game, but clearly not as useful as some of the other champs, you know. So yeah, you got to find the champions that are not only powerful, but that you kind of have this connection with. It's that balance between the two for sure. Okay, Harry. Wow, I'm not going to be reading that rest of the name. Thank you very much, Harry. Saying, Mr. Brian Grant, how are you, my fine sir? Doing okay. Hopefully you are too. You are correct indeed. The weather has been scrumptious lately. But enough about myself. I was told it is your day of birth. You were told wrong. Happy birthday, old lad. Pip pip, cheerio, and a good day to you, my good sir. Well, thank you very much, man. The old pip pip, cheerio. Thank you very much, Harry. Downloading 99.9%. Also send over, Buck. Interesting names. Saying, Beaver, how the Pelon are you? Don't worry. You will pull 2 God tier 6-star in your next opening. Trust me. I don't know if I could trust anybody if they're thinking that. Anyways, if you need cheering up, start a fight with somebody when they have the hiccups. It's so much fun. P.S. Happy birthday, Harry Pelon. Hashtag cake. Well, thank you very much. I'm not really much of a fighter, so I probably won't take your advice on starting a fight with somebody with the hiccups, but I mean, if you're saying it's that fun, maybe I will. Think about that one. Also, you're nuts. Alright, Thanos said it over Buck too. Thanos, man. Thank you very much, saying BG. I don't know that I've seen you say it yet, but if/when you get Aegon, what team are you bringing to Abyss? Horseman plus Corvus, or... Well, I don't have all the Horsemen, even if I got Aegon. I wouldn't have Doom. I don't know what the team would be. I would have to kind of figure all that out. Right now, I'm planning around not having Aegon. So... Yeah. Like, between now and when I enter the Abyss, I mean, I'll get to pop open a good, I don't know, 20 of these dual class crystals more, since I have 9 to pop open tomorrow already. Maybe 25. I don't know. It's a lot. But even still, the odds are not in my favor to get Aegon. So I am planning on going in without him. But if I do get him, well, we'll have to see. And my plans will change. But I don't have a team set up right now to even tell you. BG, I am now genuinely upset whenever I watch you get junk 5-star and 6-star. It's funny at first, but now I'm just like, give the MF for 1 Aegon. It'd be nice, man. It would be nice. Eventually. So we're just grinding my ass off in COD Mobile to unlock the completionist class of camo skins for my M4. Which to unlock, you have to unlock literally every other camo to get. It has 2 camos in it. The first... all you have to do to get is do 1 single match after having unlocked everything else. It's a gold skin. The second, you have to unlock the gold for every gun in that weapon class. It's platinum. That sounds like that's gonna take a while. So you basically have to do what you did for this 1 gun with all the guns or something like that. That sounds like a lot. I don't know how long it took to get that. That sounds like it could be a while. ABG, what's the best rotation for red mag? Some people say parry heavy, but I find the heavy charging really clunky. Is there any other way to play him to get the same damage? You don't have to exclusively parry heavy. It's ideal to do that before popping specials. You do that like a few times. But you can honestly like 5-hit combo your way up to building power. But yeah, I mean, the big source of damage for Magneto is when you have all those prowess, your specials hit like 10 trucks. So yeah, if you don't like parry heavy at all, then you're gonna have a bad time with mags. You gotta do it at least to some extent. All right, Bailey Hubby said in over £1. I think that's Hubby at least. is it Hubie? Probably Hubby. Either way, Bailey, thank you very much. I'm sorry. Messed up your name there. Saying, hey BG, will they ever do another solo 7-day challenge or a group challenge? Yes, for sure. And I'm looking forward to doing stuff like that in the future. Really looking forward to doing stuff like that in the future, actually. Because the way the game is being set up is like a bunch of the crappy champions are getting buffed. So there's a good chance that I'll get to experience some of these new champs. Because like, here's the thing. I just pulled Hulkbuster, right? I have no use whatsoever for Hulkbuster. But if I pulled Hulkbuster on a new account, I'd get to play with Hulkbuster, and I'd be looking forward to it. I'd have a good time, and I'd be able to, you know, potentially build myself up to take on some of the variants and things like that, and it'd be an exciting time. But as it stands right now, it's an arena champion. So I just have no real purpose, no real need to play some of these newly reworked champions right now. But yeah, on a new account, I totally would. Additionally, there's like more content than ever to do in the side months and stuff like that. So I'd have to still plan it on the right month. Like right now would have been a great time to do the 7-day challenge, but the problem is I'm so far behind on my actual account here, my main account, that I just can't dedicate the time towards a side account until I've knocked out the Abyss 100% and things like that. So I really have to try to yeah, I have to try to get the Abyss done and do whatever else I can to catch up any other content before thinking about another 7-day challenge. But yeah, I'm for sure gonna do them. Other people could potentially join me. Lag said to hit me up next time. That was doing them. Wait, what is this? BG never cared for Veronica. Ooh, what are we talking about? Don't hurt Veronica's feelings like that, BG. What are we talking about here? But yeah, bottom line is more challenges, just not at the moment. Okay, Corey sent over a buck. Corey, thank you very much. Saying, Brian, the Body Slam Grant. How the hell are you, brother? Or should I say, how the hell are you, brother? You're right. This Sunday at WrestleMania, you are going to defend your World Heavyweight Championship in a steel cage match versus The Undertaker. Wow. But enough about your upcoming ass whooping. You're a peon. Wow. Well, you guys heard the man. Sunday. We're going to be going to WrestleMania. Thank you very much for the buck. Matt sent over a buck as well. Thank you, Matt. Where are you at? Out of curiosity, BG, why wouldn't you choose the dupe? Obviously, the Doom has better value overall, but if you only have Abyss left, wouldn't that make it worth it because of the added value for Aegon's dupe? Well, the whole point of doing the Abyss is so that I can get the prestige and or usefulness in to help me out or help out my alliance in AQ and AW. So solo content wise, yeah, all I currently have left is the Abyss. Well, only meaningful thing, you know, I mean, I have other things to do too, but that's stuff that's kind of on the side. That's, yeah, like I want the rank up resources from variant 5, right? But it's not like I need them right at this moment, kind of thing. But Abyss is not going to be the last piece of content we see, and not only that, but you got to put the team first. You know, like you have to. You can't totally sacrifice everything for the team, otherwise, like you're really not doing your alliance any justice, because you'll fall behind and not be able to do like solo content and stuff. So, you know, for progressing players and things like that, you still want to focus on ranking up champions to get through, you know, get yourself uncollected, cavalier variants, all that stuff, before worrying about like prestige and defense and things like that. But then you hit a certain point in this game, or you can at least, if you play a lot of this game, where yeah, the biggest thing to focus on is the alliance-based activities, and Aegon is not really going to help me out there. He's going to help me because I can get through the abyss, but he's not going to help me the most in the long run. The other thing is, I already have Aegon, and even though right now I can't pull an awakening gem because they don't really exist for 6-star champions. I mean, well, they exist, but you know what I mean. You can't get them easily. They're very rare. But they'll become more common as time goes on. So I'll have other opportunities to awaken Aegon. I don't know if I'll ever pull Doom from a crystal. I could literally open up 1,000 6-star crystals. They could add dual class 6-star crystals. The Abyss Nexus. I could pop open everything, and I might never see a Doom. So I would always pick a new champion. And let's say I pulled Doom. Let's say I pulled Doom out of my next 6-star crystal, and I also happen to win the Summoner Showdown. Well, I would pick another champion. I'd pick another new champion that I don't have over Awakening Doom, over Awakening Aegon type of thing. Yeah, dude, thank you very much for the buck. Krillian sending over 10 of them. Arses again. Thank you very much. I have fun saying Arses. Saying, hey BG, story mode or side quests? Okay. Interesting question. So the rewards are generally better in the story quests. However, they are one time and one time only. And it's permanent content. You have your entire like you know, you could knock that content out years from now and it'll be fine. I recommend focusing on the temporary content first. You don't have to exclusively do it if you don't want to. You can kind of you know, split your time a little bit if you really want. If you don't want to do like all the difficulties and stuff like that, that's fine. But yeah, in general, I recommend knocking out the temporary content first before focusing on story. And then every once in a while, like if you wanted to make a big push to get like the next title, and you don't have enough time to do both the temporary content and go for the next title, well, you know, again, some sacrifices may have to be made. Oh, dude, I just realized I did not update the big D. I'm so sorry. There we go. You know, some sacrifices have to be made from time to time, and if you wanted to take a break from the monthly side content and things like that to grab the next title, that's fine. But just in general, temporary before permanent. I know it's been asked already. Can't remember what you said, but why not get Awakening Gems from Mutant Island to maybe Awaken Aegon, or is that last resort? Those are 5-star Awakening Gems, and the 5-star I don't have at all. I have the 5-star. I have a 5-star Awakening Gem already, so that way, whenever I do pull Aegon, I'm good to go. But the 6-star version I have, and I don't have Awakening Gems. It's yeah. I need one or the other. Would you use a 6-star generic on your Aegon? No, not today at least. Potentially down the line when those gems are a little bit more common, maybe I would. But by then, hopefully, I have Aegon awakened through some other means. But I need to save a generic awakening gem for something that's gonna have more long-term impact. And potentially, like, if there was if there was the follow-up to the Abyss or something like that, and Aegon also happened to just be the dominant force to get through that, well, then maybe I would. But yeah. Is Corvus worth a generic gem? Yes, Corvus is. His awaken ability will save tons of resources because it'll prevent you from dying in a lot of cases, and the amount of revives and potions and things like that that you can save, he's absolutely worth a generic. Just wait for the evade from basic hits. Oh, talking to someone else. Okay. Wouldn't BG don't lie? What about giving the gem to Aegon? I mean, listen, if enough time goes by, maybe I would. What's likely going to happen is that I'll get the gem from the Abyss, and I'll have to use it though. So I probably, that's probably more likely, is I just won't even have a 6-star awakening gem. I probably won't use it right away. You know, I still need to wait for the right champion to come along, but I will, like, I had to use a generic on Voodoo a few years ago just to try to catch up in prestige with 5 stars. So it'll probably be a likely or a similar situation. Hope it gets Corvus. I've been hunting for a good cosmic for like 2 months. Good luck, man. There's actually a lot of good cosmics, so if you're opening the dual class crystals, even if you don't get Corvus, there's a solid chance that you'll pull someone else that can be helpful to you. Is Colossus worth a 5-star generic awakening gem? Debatable. In most cases I would probably say no for most people, because he can be played unawakened, and there's a lot of really powerful mutant champions, some of them that do need to be awakened, or just well, it's a generic gem, right? So there's a lot of champions in the game, period, that could probably benefit more. But the reason I say debatable is because he is a very strong champion. If you're using Colossus a lot, and you're not just using him from time to time because he has immunities and things like that, if you're using him a lot, then he could save you enough resources that it would be justified in giving him a generic. So he can be worth it, but it's not a no-brainer. That's for sure. You have to really consider all your options and the reasoning behind it. Like always, guys, when it comes to the awakening gems, I'll give my usual little spiel here. You got to think about people always ask if a champion's worth awakening, and what you should really be asking is what is going to change when you awaken this champion. Are you going to save a bunch of resources? Are you going to be able to complete content that you are otherwise unable to complete? You know, these are the questions that you got to ask. The Shed sending over another buck. Shed, thank you very much. Saying BG. Yes. Just finished fighting the Hydra Adaptoid in 6.4.5. Time to let Unit Man recharge, then onto the Grandmaster. All right, dude. Almost there. Only ever being the Grandmaster was on the beta. Okay, all right, so you have some... I mean, that's still good. So you have some experience going into the fight. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that'll go a long way, just because that fight is kind of complicated, so just having an understanding of what the hell's going on in there That'll be huge. But nice, man. Good luck finishing it up. Speaking of good Cosmic Champs, BG, just took Thor to 565, Sig 140. And holy smokes, these stun locks with the white mag synergy is nuts. Is there a... Is it just because he's a metal champion? Is that what you're saying? Hold on. What am I doing? I need to get out of here. Let's go to the champions. He doesn't have like a specific synergy himself, right? Oh god, why am I going to Cosmic? Dude, I'm all over the place right now. Here we go. Yeah, you're just talking about the Atonement one, right? Plus 8 attack rating, plus 10% ability accuracy. Okay, yeah. It's pretty nice, for sure. And that little bit of extra ability accuracy. I didn't think Thor was counted as metal, but I guess he is, huh? Metal indeed. Because his metal pants. I mean, he's got metal all around, but I guess, you know, Kabam's reasoning for classifying some champs as metal and others not is if they can drop it. So, like, his hammer, obviously his hammer is made out of metal, but can be dropped. That's cool though, man. That synergy, I feel like we've only just started scratching the surface of where it's going to be most useful. Like champions that are going to be coming out a year from today are still going to be able to take advantage of that synergy. You know what I mean? You didn't finish reading the message, you dingus. What was the rest of the message? Holy smokes, the stun lock with the white mag synergy is nuts. Increased ability accuracy. Oh god, I could have just read that, huh? Increased ability accuracy plus the Black Widow and Hulkbuster synergy. Okay. You know what? This is what I should have done so that I can keep grinding. Let's go and take it on over to Aunt May, because I also... don't know for sure... okay. All champions gain plus 25 or 25% chance to stun with each special attack. Got it. I kind of forgot about that synergy, man. That was one of the more interesting synergies at the time, but totally forgot about it. Do you think it's worth maxing the Pacify mastery, especially when combined with Magneto's ability accuracy decrease on metal champs? I mean, both Petrify and Pacify are situational, I would say. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times you don't necessarily need to reduce ability accuracy more if you already have a way to decrease it. There's always situations where you do need to decrease it, and that's nice, but like you know, for example, I fought what, Sentinel in well, actually Sentinel's a bad example. Screw it, I'll say it anyway. I was, you know, fighting Sentinel in the incursions with Magneto, and you know, he was barely gaining any of his charges anyways, analysis charges. So it felt like it was unnecessary. Pacify would not have been great in that situation regardless. That's why I was saying it's kind of a bad example. But the point is, you don't always need to fully shut out the opponent's abilities. Oftentimes just reducing them is enough. Certain things you want to fully shut out, or certain things like Magic's limbo damage, you want to decrease the chance of it happening as much as possible, because that could be, you know, could be the end for you if you don't prevent it enough times, versus like just having to play around something or the fight slowing down a little bit for other abilities. But in general, I don't really like to max it out just because it's extra points. I find like if you're looking to put points into that tree to get Mystic Dispersion, then personally I like to have Limber. I just think it's so good for so many reasons. That said, I always want to encourage people to mess around with masteries, so if you do decide to mess around with it, let me know how it goes for you. ABG got a 5-star Warlock a few days ago. I know he's a good champ, but where specifically is he good? Like, what sections of the game? And I also got a 5-star Tigra. What's the best way to use her? For Tigra, you're going to want to check out MSD's channel. I don't really know anyone else that's messing with Tigra too much. You're going to want to check out his videos on her. Metal Sonic Dude, in case MSD doesn't pop it up. As for Warlock, you said it was a good champ, but where specifically is he good? Like, what sections of the game? Okay, so Warlock, probably his best feature is that he can prevent healing from the opponents. And he can do that without any sort of heal block, debuff, or anything like that. He just passively prevents healing. He can also power drain a bit. He's not like the king of power drain champs. He just has solid damage output. He's got immunities for days. He's kind of an all-around beast of a champ, but I from my inexperience too, so maybe I'm misspeaking here a little bit, but from where I've seen people use Warlock the most, it tends to be for his anti-healing. Like, I'll see people use a Warlock to take on buffet nodes, or the, what is it, Lionheart, I think, where you can't reduce the opponent's healing or else they gain benefits, things like that. He does a great job there. So it's probably the reason you're gonna use him the most. He also has an armor up buff, which sometimes is important for certain nodes or certain matchups, like against Havoc. So that's also really good. And I also want to say that you should check out the Dork Lessons channel if you wanna watch a really good video about Warlock. Dave's got a great one about Warlock there. Mr. BG, does Sorcerer Supreme need to be awakened? No, doesn't need to. Nice little boost to her abilities, but does not need to be awakened. Can be played unawakened. BG, does Omega Red's spore damage scale with suicides? As the description says, it only scales with base attack. Also, is 6-star rank 1 unduped Omega Red a good option for the Biohazard chapter in Cav difficulty? Yes, even unawakened, Omega Red will do a good job there. No, however, his spores, it is just base attack. The only thing that I'm aware of that will boost the spore damage outside of his pure base attack is synergy. If you have just like a 6% attack synergy, that will work. I don't know if it's a bug in the game or if that's how it's supposed to work. I mean, I guess that's why, you know, Labyrinth of Legends, people were able to extend the enrage timer by having attack synergies. So for whatever reason, the game must pick up those little attack synergies and classify them as part of the champion's base attack. And only the ones that say just like regular plus attack. If you have something like the Royal Family synergy for Medusa, I don't think that counts towards it. I'm 99% certain on that. This is going back a ways, but I'm pretty sure people tested that in Labyrinth and they still needed plus attack to get over the 2k threshold. But yeah, for Omega Red specifically, you can, it's not really worth going for, but if you happen to have it, because, you know, mutants and all, It'll increase it slightly. But don't sacrifice your team to try to boost that attack. It's not worth it. You just pulled Storm Pyramid X. Nice. Rewatch your initial video in the CCP. With the current state of the game, do you think she's worth the rank 5? So I think she got a synergy with Apocalypse, right? Hold on, let's go find out. There he is. Let's see. Okay, so Storm Pyramid X. After charging her dormant prowess, Storm has a 70% chance to trigger passive prowess for each prowess buff that is already active, each increasing special damage by 20% for 6 seconds. If this champion is a Horseman of Apocalypse game, plus 30% critical rating, plus 20% prowess potency. Probably not. Oh god, no! Just barely died. Probably not. I don't know how good this synergy is, but even if this synergy is really powerful, I mean, she does have a little bit of other utility. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would determine. It would be determined based off of how good this synergy is. But Apocalypse is so new that I don't know if you even have Apocalypse. Without Apocalypse, I would say no. She's not really worth rank 5ing. That said, I think she's a really fun champion, and if I got Storm Pyramid X, I maybe wouldn't rank 5 her right away, but I would be looking to take her to rank 5 because I've always wanted to mess with her in the incursions. I think she'd be really fun there with some of the prowess modifiers that exist and all that. I think that would just be a good time. And she, you know, she's not a great defender, but her abilities are a little bit annoying, so I think she could potentially be one of those champions that could pick up a kill here or there on defense. Little bit of utility to her. The whole being able to parry stun opponents that can shrug off the parry stun and stuff like that. That's really cool, but yeah, probably not worthy of rank 5 and over the other champs in this game, especially out of the mutant class is the thing. You know, the mutant class is stacked. Okay, I don't know if Torrance is in here, but I saw a pop-up saying been member for 2 months in a row, so thank you very much. And thank you to all the channel members, by the way. Really appreciate it, guys. All that support. All right, Christopher Cordova sent it over to saying Bridget is sleeping over Winky Face. Oh snap! I think I understand what that means. I think you guys are gonna be watching movies all night. Highly recommend. You know, maybe little Kung Fu Panda. If that's on any of the streaming platforms at the moment. Get yourself some popcorn. Hopefully you guys got some good snacks and you don't gotta go out anywhere. Oh man, Christopher, thank you very much for the 2. I hope you two have a wonderful evening. I'll say. Hey bald guy, I got a job making glass coffins. Whether we are successful remains to be seen. Boo. Just boo. IBG, hope you're doing well tonight. I am doing well. Hopefully you are too. BG, would you give Ghost a 6-star generic? Tough call. I mean, it's Ghost, so she's worth it, but you know, again, like I always say with the Awakening Gem questions, got to think about what's going to change for me. And in the current state of the game, I probably would not give Ghost the generic, just because I need other things more. I need prestige more than I need the Ghost Awaken ability. I'd still rank her up. I'd still play her just fine on Awakens. But my tune might change if, let's say, they announce there's going to be some sweet prizes for Legends races for Act 7. or book 2 or whatever you want to call it, then I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I probably want to have Ghost awaken for that. So here you go, Ghost. Enjoy. So I'd probably hold on to it for a bit if I had one. If I had a Ghost. Oh man, I was really hoping that I'd pull 6-star Aegon, so that way I can change my class type of 5 stars, because I could still benefit a lot from a Warlock 5-star, a Ghost 5-star, even Silver Surfer. I would actually rank up Silver Surfer and probably sig 200 him, just to gain any kind of prestige at all, because right now my prestige is dead. It doesn't budge, and that'd be okay if my prestige was in a fine spot, but so far behind. BG, why does everyone say Omega Red is suicide dependent if the main source of his damage doesn't scale with suicides? Is it just because of the bleed allowing him to start the fight with Death Field active? That's part of it for sure. So his awaken ability, that's, I don't know what percentage it makes up of like the total damage output for Omega Red, but it's definitely not all of his damage, man. His awaken ability is definitely not all of it. It's a significant amount, but it's not all of it. So part of it is that, yeah, you do get the Death Field, which does add damage, but also very important is that when Death Field is active, you can go beyond the normal spore limit. Normally you're limited to 10, right? But all of Omega Red's abilities essentially scale with spores. So even though his damage is not going to go up for going over 10 spores, like the actual spore degen damage, your heavy attack degen damage will go up. Your Death Field, whenever you can get it reactivated, will be higher. The armor reduction that you have on the opponent will be more significant. Spores are bound to drop off, but if you can keep them above 10, then you're able to reliably parry the opponent, which is important for fighting opponents like Korg, where you might need to, back off a little bit, evade specials, things like that, and hopefully when you go back in, you'll still be able to parry stun and keep that damage rolling, and just also not have the opponent shrug it off. So he doesn't, the spore damage doesn't scale with it, but everything else does. Can't sleep, taters. Ah, dude, I thought you'd be knocked out after all the work you put in on all those cards. But what's up, man? I mean, you're living the stream motto right now. Can't make dreams. Come check out the streams or something like that. I always say it in a bad way, but what's up, man? Easy. Send it over $1.50 with a hot dog. Thank you for the hot dog and the $1.50. Where are you at? UGA, I want to do some variants, and I know I should farm some potions, but I'm not feeling the motivation. Give me a pep talk. Well, it's tough because, I hit a point in this game where I don't really feel like farming potions anymore either. I farmed so many potions in my life that I feel like I'm about done farming potions. But maybe here's some motivation for you, because I think I can farm potions on autopilot at this point. I think I have enough champions that I can just hit the auto fight button, and even if the one champion doesn't solo it, I'll just send in the next one. So I can do that while working on a video or something like that. So the motivation here is, hey, maybe you're not quite there yet, but if you grind out some potions now, if you knock out the variants and rank up another champion, well, maybe you'll get to that point where you are able to just autopilot the potion farm in the future. It's kind of like the arena motivation, where what's motivating you to get more champions in the arena? Well, you'll be able to more efficiently knock out the arena. You'll be able to get more points when you get that new champion, kind of thing. So yeah, that's all I got, man, because otherwise it is a grind, and it's not always the most enjoyable grind. You can find ways to make it more enjoyable by throwing in different champions, you know, learn to play other champions. I mean, Quake is a terrible potion farming champion, right? But maybe you've been wanting to learn Quake because she's Quake. And see how well you can get through the fights without getting hit, and grab some potions on the way, kind of thing. But yeah, that's kind of all I got, man. Good luck to you. Stop, Mr. Cookie List. Get 6-star AA with Apocalypse. Easy potion farming all day. Dude, I mean, 6-star AA. Right there. I don't even think you need anything else, man. That's all you need. You would you'd crush that first fight at least. What champs auto fight? So there's a few. Colossus, Sentinel, Magneto, Weapon X, but not many people have Weapon X. King Groot, but I think you might need a 6-star for that. I'm not sure. I've never tested out my 5-star King Groot, but I have heard that a 6-star King Groot can do it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's probably others, and as time goes on, there's going to be more and more. But that'll do it. Pretty surprised more people aren't all over the current feature. You're talking feature 6-star or feature 5-star? I'm assuming. Hold on, is AA in the 6-star? I'm assuming that's what we're talking about, since we're just talking about 6 stars. Let me look at it again here. All right, guarantees 6-star version of one of the following champions: Airwalker, Angela, Archangel. Well, there you go. He is in there. Carnage, Doctor Strange, Guardian, Gwenpool, Hitmonkey, Invisible Woman, Magneto, Ms. Marvel, Red Guardian, Red Hulk, Rogue, Ronin, Sasquatch, She-Hulk, The Hood, Tigra, Ultron, War Machine, Winter Soldier, Old Man Logan, or Yondu. I mean, what champions would I really want out of this crystal that I want more than the champions in the 10k crystal? Or maybe not want more than, but like, let's say at least on similar footing to the likes of you know, the Dooms and Ghosts and Agons and Omega Reds and Torches and all those other champs. I mean, Archangel would be kind of cool, I guess, but hard to awaken. And the mutant class is already pretty stacked, so would I give Archangel the rank up resources over some of these other guys? No. So I can't even really count him. Guardian would be pretty cool. I kind of would like to invest in a Guardian because I feel like that'd be a good long-term investment. It would feel good giving that guy Sig Stone since he feels like he benefits from it. So I would maybe say Guardian. Magneto's interesting. I would probably add him to the list as well. So Guardian, Magneto. That's it. I think those two. So yeah, for me, oh man, for me, yeah, it's just not worth it at all. Like I'm not saying all the other champions are bad or anything. Don't get me wrong. I would really love that, like, once Tigra gets added to the basic, dude, I would love to pull a 6-star Tigra. I'd love to pull a 6-star Hitmonkey. I'd love to pull A lot of these champions as 6 stars. Archangel, Red Guardian. Yeah, I want these guys. But not for 15k shards. There's other champions that I want even more, and I have a chance to get them for significantly fewer shards. So yeah. It's, yeah, I don't know. There, like I said, it's only 2 champions in there, so for me personally, and one of them I already have. It'd be nice to awaken him, so I mean, I guess that'd still be a win. But all right, let's get back to the arena. Also, here's the higher chance for good ones versus the base pool, percent wise. Yeah, I mean, depending on how many you think are are good. And okay, so here's the thing: those 2 champions that I mentioned, even if I got them, it doesn't change the game for me. It would just be, you know, I would be kind of psyched to get them. But it literally does not change the game for me at all. I would not rank them up. I would not give them any of the rank up resources I have. So I'm sure some people see that crystal and can see the benefit in it, but it's like not even close for me. BG, is Hyperion worth rank 5, level 65? Hyperion is worth everything, yeah. If Hyperion was in the 6-star featured, I would go for it. I'm lying, I wouldn't. But yeah, Hyperion's worth it, absolutely. He doesn't need to, when I say everything, maybe I'll take that back too, because he doesn't need sig levels. Awakening him is good, but he really doesn't need anything beyond sig 20, like at the most. So, but yeah, man, he's one of my top 2 most played champions, basically between him and Omega Red. BG, is Sentinel worth taking a rank 5 and using a tech gem on nowadays? He's the only decent robot on my roster other than Darkhawk and Nebula, who I'm really not a big fan of. Should I put my faith in him? Yeah, I think he's worth it, especially if you haven't done Variant 3 yet, or Variant 2 for that matter. He's a great champion for those, and just a useful champion all around. There's what's that node? Delirium, I think it is. That is reverse controls, but robots get around it. Also good against countering Omega Reds. Sometimes they can be pretty rough. He's got the immunities, so he can handle a lot of situations. You could play him unawakened though, so you can kind of test out and see if you like him unawakened. I think he's actually one of the better champions to awaken though, because he does not need any sig levels, like sig 1 and done kind of champ. It builds up his analysis much more quickly. Some fights he's totally fine to play unawakened, but other fights it feels like you almost can't build him up unless he's awakened. But you can still at least get a feel for him and see if you like him before investing heavily in him. Don't you guys think it'd be nice feature to play multiple quests, i.e. daily event quests and side event with different teams at the same time, instead of having to finish the path or leave quest? It would be nice, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. You could just finish up the quest you're in. Like, what I always wanted to see is instead of auto fight, just to have like the ability to send our champions out on a mission all on their own. And we sort of got something like that with the update to the daily quest, where you just, you know, I've actually never done it, but I think what, you just use energy and it like auto gives you the rewards or something like that. But yeah, I always thought it would be cool, like if you could actually pick a team of 5 champions, go into a quest, and pick the path that you want to send your champions on, but then you just send them out and that's it. And it takes, you know, X amount of minutes. You know, I mean, for depending on the quest, when I say minutes, I mean, could go over 60 minutes. It could go into the hours, but You know, I think that'd be cool. Then again, there's lots of games that have features like that, and it kind of does make this one different, that it's not just one of those time things or whatever. But I mean, lots of games have that sort of feature for a reason. It's fun, as long as the entire game is not like that, for me at least. Some games go overboard where all you're doing is looking at clocks, and you're just looking at a dozen different clocks trying to figure out what's the next thing to hit, what's going to be up first. And it's like, dude, is this even a game? But yeah, I think that'd be really cool for me personally. I think you actually get better rewards if you just play the daily instead of auto finish. Not certain. Yeah, I'm not certain either, because I've never done it, but I don't think you can pick up the class catalyst cores, right? Those things are actually pretty valuable, the right class types at least. Okay, done with those two arenas. Good. All right, 4-star basic. I'll have to finish that up later when my champions are reset. I don't know if I'll be able to get all the milestones this round, but I'll at least grab a few more of these 2-star ones. Unit gain's still going pretty solidly, even if I'm not getting every single milestone every single round. I've got above 15k. Really trying to like I said, build these units for the Abyss, although I'm trying to save. I don't really want to spend them in the Abyss, so I'm gonna try to do that without spending too many units. But then Cyber Monday, and then the rest of the holiday offers. Honestly, man, I'm thinking that's when we're gonna see the ability to get some 6-star 6 stones for units. And I'm not really expecting anything prior to that, outside of you know, Cyber Monday. I'm sure we're gonna see 6 stones on Cyber Monday. But beyond that, I'm thinking if there is a gifting event, if Kabam brings back the greater gifting crystals, I'm thinking we could see some 6-star 6 stones there. So I want to save everything for that. What's up, Star? Hey, Brian, you want to know the secret to getting Aegon from the crystals? Yes. Source, me who got Hood for first time, who I've wanted for at least a year, and duped to within the span of 3 days, etc. Okay, yeah. Tell me the secret. I swear, Star, if this is your last message and you just, like, go to sleep right now, I'm gonna be so mad. Tell me the secret, please. For the love of God. If you auto-fight dailies, it doesn't count towards exploration. You still have to physically complete all the paths. Really? Does it really work like that? That sounds pretty silly. All right, hold on. You gotta set that crystal up to spin, and hold phone while spinning in your chair 3 times. Star, did you actually do this? Then you must press and shout out what's the cutoff for 3-star. Okay, never mind. For 3-star Spark Spidey Man before the reel stops. Would have been a funnier troll to do. I like this though. Yeah, very funny. Very funny indeed. APG is 6-star. By the way, congrats on your hood. APG is 6-star Unawakened Torch, worth rank 2 with Suicides, because I also have Thing Sig 80 to max out of the 5-star 2. Although Torch is what I use one of the most. Yeah, I mean, I mean, both of those champions could be worth ranking. It's just dependent on who you need right now. Torch and Thing, they're very different champs. They have different kind of purposes in this game. So just go with the champion that that you need. But he can be worth ranking, yeah. GG, Cap Marvel movie or Stealth Spider-Man to rank 5 first. Both are awakened. Thank you. In my opinion, Cap Marvel is the more useful champion. They are very different champions, and if you needed the slow out of Stealth Spidey, then, you know, you got to go with him. But Cap Marvel, just all around better champ. GG, who hits harder, Sentinel with 100 analysis or Warlock? I don't really know. I'm almost certain it's Sentinel, but I don't have a high level Warlock to confirm that, so I don't know for sure. I do think Warlock is the better overall champion compared to Sentinel, but that's because of his other utility. But I think Sentinel is I think he hits harder. I mean, his physical hits, Sentinel's physical hits, they're not bad, but a lot of his damage comes from other sources, which is part of what makes him good. Because he was, you know, for a while people used Sentinel against Domino on like Safeguard, where, you know, you don't want to hit Domino 100 times, but if you can get that incinerate damage going and stuff like that, or the shock from the heavy attack if you need a source of shock damage, you know, it's kind of what he's all about. Yo, BG, been watching Cobra Kai because your stream and hooked. Yes. Very, that's awesome, man. I love that so many people are watching Cobra Kai. It is such a good show. Neither one of them hit particularly hard. That's true. Neither one of them are like the heaviest hitters in the game, but they both do fine enough damage. Usually you cut off for Magneto 5-star and you go for him. Is Magneto coming to the arena next as a 5-star? Is that who the 5-star is? I don't know. I'm not going for him. I already have him. Unless we're talking about the white Magneto, in which case I maybe would. Hold on. Let's see something here. Oh, it is white Magneto. Okay. Wow. I don't know what his cutoff's going to be, so I don't think he's as hyped as the red Magneto. But that said, his synergy is really powerful. Or can be really powerful. He's also never appeared in the actual 5-star basic pool. I think he was in the incursion crystal, right? But that's it. So a lot of people would be going for him for that reason too, just because no other way to get him. Really hard to say on this one. He could, I'd put it at like 40 million minimum. I can't imagine him going for under 40 million. But I also think his cutoff is going to be a fair bit higher than that. I feel like it might be around 50 mil or something like that. Really hard to say though. I'm going to guess around 50 mil. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do, if I want to go for him or not. I feel like I can't go for him round 1. So if I went for him, it would have to be round 2. Yeah, we'll see. All right, Stroking by Saber sending over Buck though, saying Banana Moist Grant. Ew, I hate that word moist. But have you done the Omega Boss Rush? If so, help please or chat. Is Guillotine, 29, Doom, Nick, Omega Red, and Human Torch good options for most of it? And any tips? I have not done it. I was waiting to see if I pulled a good champion out of my 6-star opening for the season. That way I would know if I wanted to target a specific class. And well, now I don't even feel like doing the boss rush. After my last opening, I was like, I don't even care. Never mind. I mean, of course I'm still gonna do it. I'll probably have to pop open my other crystals first just to kind of see where I'm at, and then decide from there. But I don't really have much for advice, so sorry. BG, it's my first 6-star. Suggest champions. The game don't work like that, man. I can't suggest champions for you to get. It's random, dude. You just gotta pop the crystal, let it rip, and hope for the best. What champions do you want to see? You know, when I open up crystals, I could tell you who I'm looking for, but everyone's different. PG, could you give me a gist of Cobra Kai? No spoilers, just what it's about and why I should watch it. It's awesome. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. It's all right. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. So it's kind of a follow-up to The Karate Kid, which came out in the 80s, and I mean, I know there was like a remake of The Karate Kid or whatever, and there was also sequels to it, and they kind of briefly referenced some of the sequels. But anyway, it's kind of the follow-up to the first Karate Kid, and it just shows what happens to the main characters when they're all grown up and their life has changed, but still connected to karate. And there's like a new generation of karate kids, if you will. But like this all sounds kind of lame, to be honest. That's what it is. But me saying it sounds kind of lame. What makes this show really good is the writing is great. I especially like that they're not trying to be all PC, you know, in this day and age where, you know, everyone's afraid to say everything because nobody wants to offend anybody, type of thing. But there's some things that may offend, but it's in a way that, like, I don't know, it's like it's not bad. It's just, it doesn't feel like they hold back. And yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of fighting scenes, but like, I don't know, there's a lot of fighting scenes, but it's not necessarily like a pure action show, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's like a live action Dragon Ball Z. I don't even know if that makes sense either. It probably doesn't. Just watch it, man. I don't know. I can't do it justice. It's just a good show. It's a very good show. All right, easy, send it over $1.50 with a unicorn saying, BG, my goal is to find a team to auto fight Winter Soldier. 6-star Sentinel, 455 Thing, 565 Beardo, 455 Colossus, and 6-star Heimdall got him down to 4%. Okay, I don't know how well Thing works for it, or Beardo for that matter. Well, Beardo might not be too bad. I don't know, but how much did Thing take off? Because I wouldn't think that he would do that well auto fighting. Wow, live action Dragon Ball Z. Well, okay, let me explain that one, because all right, Dragon Ball Z is on another level with their Kamehamehas and stuff like that. All right, nobody's going Super Saiyan in this show. But I said that because you know, there's a lot of talking in Dragon Ball Z, right? But they always have like some kind of fighting or something to kind of hype it up along with all their talking. That's all I meant. It's very different. It's not an anime. There is no way to make a live action anime. Actually, I'm sure there is. There probably does exist some examples of that. So never mind. Forget I said that too. It's just a well-written show. Do I need to watch the first Karate Kid before I jump into Cobra Kai? You don't need to, but I mean, I like that movie too, so it would help. It would help understand the references. But yeah. It would help you understand the references. It would really. I don't know, man. Just watch it. I'm out of things to say about it. I don't watch many TV shows. It's just good. That's all I can tell you. If that means anything, if 99.9% of the stuff out there I'm like have zero interest in, and I'm saying this is a good show and it's worth watching, then it's probably worth watching. At the same time, it's not for everybody, so you might hate it. Everything's all subjective, right? Also, Brian did miss the true secret. And I go sleep. Night, folks. Star. Let me try it if nothing else. I can help you figure out what to do. Oh, wait. This is something else entirely. Talking about warranties with Roboto, I guess. Alright, I guess I did miss the true secret. Wait. Okay. This way I get to keep the true secret to RNG success anyhow. Wait, damn it. By the rule of ignoring most messages, this one will get missed and no one will know that you just have to do a good turtle impression. Well, I'm not doing a turtle impression, so that ain't happening. So I guess I'll never get the champ. Alright, let's keep the grind going though. Orange juice and over €1. Thank you, dude. Where's your old ass? Here we go. Me for so long and new champs. I really hold on. This is part 2? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say this is not the start of a sentence. All right, Brian Griffin. These featured 5 stars have been so good to me. Ooh, okay. Pulled hype finally, nice. Tigra, Storm X, Black Widow, Deadly Order, Sorcerer Supreme, Cap Infinity, and Iceman. Nice, man. 20 champs that had been avoiding me for so long, and new champs I really wanted. Also, I beat the Grandmaster for the first time. No one told me the first fight with him would be so irritating. Was it irritating? Was it a tough time? I mean, he's a tough fight, but he's like fun tough, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I guess everyone's definition of fun is quite different too. So, but yeah, man, congrats on beating it. Congrats on getting some good champs. Good stuff all around. How many units do you grind every month? Every month, I probably gain a good 7,500 a month, I would say. Is that too much? Hold on. Well, I just spent my units. I don't remember how many units I had after 4th of July, but it wasn't very many. And we're about 2.5 months later. I'm about 7,500 or about 15k. So actually about 16k counting the battle chips that I have. So yeah, I don't know if it's quite 7,500. Maybe 7,000. I could potentially gain more, but there's some arenas that I miss. And then, I mean, changing around my masteries, I'm losing some units there. So I'm trying to think what else I spent my units on. You know, I did have to spend the units on some potions out of fear of timing out, so I wanted to get the better potions. So maybe it is around 7,500 if I didn't have to buy those. think it would have been. Also, I have some other crystals to pop. The platinum pool crystals, I'll get some units out of that, but that's kind of a special thing, just like the calendar is a special thing. So yeah, about 7,500 is, I think, a reasonable estimate, if there's nothing special one way or another of me spending or gaining units. ABG, I got a 5-star Thor Jane Foster from the basic when I want a beyond god tier science champ. That happens, man. Happens to all of us. Sounds about right. I have 19k since 4th of July. Nice. Killing it. GG, what's the average amount of units for 1 million battleships? It's about 1,800. Yeah, like he's annoying, but not like impossible annoying. Just have to get used to the fight. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to get used to. That's for sure, man. Hunter, what is this question? Garth Algar? Am I even saying that name right? Probably not. Algar versus Pistachio Disguisey. Who would win, BG? I have no idea who these people are. If these are just some made up names by you, or if they actually exist, I have no clue. Not even the slightest. Orange Juice took me about 2k units at first on him, then got used to him during my exploration run and didn't spend much. Yeah, I mean, the first is definitely the worst with that guy. Usually is in this game, but especially with a complicated fight like that. Who do you use to efficiently farm potions? Well, I don't really farm potions much. It's been a while since I farmed potions, since my last Abyss run, and before that, oh god, before that it was a, well, no, before that I farmed for a little bit for Act 6. Manually, I use champions like Omega Red or Hyperion, but I'm switching to an auto fight setup, and I don't know what my best auto fight setup is because I haven't had the need to do it yet. I just know that now that Magneto's gotten buffed, I'm almost positive that I can just throw Magneto and Colossus on the team with some other champs and it'll be fine. Sure, go right past me. He sadness. Hey, I read your comment. What the F, man? I read your comment, I just didn't understand your comment. Which champs deserve the generic 5-star awakening gem? It's not like that, dude. I'll say it one more time, what I always say. I'm sorry to everyone else that has to hear me repeat this over and over and over again, but I think it's really helpful for newer people. You got to think about, if you awaken a champion, what is going to change for you? So don't think about it the other way around. Don't think about what champion is so good and deserves to be awakened and stuff like that. Think about what content you're now going to be able to get through, or how many resources you're going to be able to save when you awaken a champ. That's how you got to think about it. I also don't know your roster whatsoever, so just calling out some random champs is probably not going to be too helpful, really. Could be more confusing than anything. I feel like that's what people want to hear, is just like what champion is worth awakening. And I understand you might not want to put the you know, might want a simple answer and then just carry on in the game and not think about it too much. But if you are willing to put a little bit of thought into it, then that really is the best way to approach it, instead of just burning that gem into the first champ that comes along that is good, because they might not be helpful to you. Has the same odds for 75 versus 225, or is one of them weighted? I have no idea what the odds are. I'm pretty sure I pulled the 75 more than the 225, but that could just be that kind of bias where we always think we have bad luck kind of thing, or something like that. Or we always see the we feel the bad luck more than we do the good luck, but I don't know. The roughly 1800 average that I say for the million battle chips, that's just from when I was recording all of my battle chip openings and things like that. It's not stated anywhere by Kabam that that's what the average is, but you know, I recorded them in I think it was 100,000 battle chip increments for several million, which is honestly not the biggest sample size, but I feel like it's decent enough. And we don't need to know the exact number anyway, right? Just an average, at least for me, it's good enough. Oh, he doesn't even know the names of his favorite movie characters. Dana Carvey would be disappointed in you. Is that when they were... Is that when they were fighting with like donuts or something like that? I mean, when I saw Garth, that is what came to mind. But I figure there's other people named Garth. All right, Easy sending over another $1.50 saying BG swapped out Beardo for Domino and got him down by the hair of my teeth. If Sentinel and Colossus were awakened, it'd be no problem. All right, man. Well, there's some motivation. You might have to farm some potions still. You might have to do it manually, but you're on the cusp of getting it done automatically. Part of me is a little bit concerned about the auto potion farm, to be honest, because I feel like if it became really efficient to auto potion farm, which for some people it is, Kabam might be like, okay, that's a bit much. We're gonna take this. We're gonna pull this. You're no longer gonna be able to get potions that way or something like that. But hey, man, at least for now, take advantage. Try to get yourself there as quickly as possible. That way you can, well, quickly as within reason. You know what I mean? Don't make too big of sacrifices, but use that as motivation to keep progressing. What's up, Peanut? All right, Samuel Raymond sent an over 5 of them Australian bucks. Thank you very much. Saying, hey BG, which Mystic champ would be best to rank up? Sorcerer Supreme, Symbiote Supreme, or Morningstar? None awakened and trying to reach Cav. Okay, I think Sorcerer Supreme's probably going to be your best bet. It's a little bit hard to tell, but my reasoning for that is Symbiote Supreme on your way to Cav. I don't think there's a ton of really good matchups that Symbiote Supreme would crush. Morningstar, I mean, Morningstar would probably do a fine enough job for some of the fights, but it's going to be agonizingly slow to build Morningstar up, especially unawakened. And not only is slow just sometimes not fun, but it also leaves you more room for error, where you could be making mistakes and dying and having to use revives and things like that. Sorcerer Supreme, on the other hand, does not need to be awakened, has the sustainability, has a heal, has some other utility as well. I don't know if you really need to use slow, which is one of her unique utilities, but just for overall being a sustainable champion and things like that, I feel like she's probably going to do the best for you. So I'd recommend going with Sorcerer Supreme. Dude, thank you very much for the 5. Really appreciate it. Andrew sent an over 5. Andrew, thank you very much. Saying, hey BG, some tough times hit this month with me losing my job. Oh, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Please don't send any more any super chats or anything like that, man. This is take advantage of this being a free to watch, free to participate, whatever you want to call it, stream. I just thought my membership. I promised myself I would always help when I can. Love you. Dude, yeah, trust me, man. Don't even sweat it. You just, for what you've sent over in the past and all that, It's more than enough. Don't worry about it at all. Hopefully you it's a tough time for a lot of people. Hopefully you get back on your feet real soon and find an even better job and all that. Yeah, man, again, thank you for the support, but please, I rather people get themselves in a good spot and all that before sending anything to me. But yeah, dude, best of luck to you out there. Is Venom good for the Micro Realm variant? Is that the newest one? The variant 5, the one all the way on the left? Yes, Venom is good for it. Oh yeah, I binged all of Cobra Kai. Pretty solid. Love Johnny Lawrence as a character, easily the best. Yes, dude. Johnny Lawrence is awesome. I don't even know who my favorite is. He's definitely up there. Actually, no. My favorite is Stingray. Because I don't know, man. He's like just everything about him. He's ridiculous. But he's great. And he's also in an episode of Always Sunny, and the outtakes with him are actually really good too. For anyone that's seen both, he was the Juggalo kid in Always Sunny, and there's an outtake where like he's in the bar and he's like talking to Charlie, and yeah, it's worth watching if you're a fan of that guy. All right, Andrew. Oh, Andrew, dude, what did I just say, man? He sent over another 5. Well, thank you, man, but please, saying for one last good old shout, give me that big D. I know you said not to, but I just couldn't help myself. Thanks for the motivation to keep playing. Well, thank you, man. And the big D is yours, but for real, dude. Don't make me cut you off, man. I had to cut off Demiok, and now I don't even know where Demiok is. Demiok, if you're out there, please come back to us. But yeah, thank you, man. Do appreciate it, even though I said not to. I only send BG money I earned from tips since I'm a stripper. They are usually between my butt cheeks, the best kind of bucks, the butt cheek bucks. Micro Realm is not the latest variant though. Oh, Micro Realm is variant 2, isn't it? Ah, I'm a fool. Yeah, Venom is great for that though. There's a node specifically for him in chapter 3. My bad. Yeah, Venom's good for that entire variant, you know, outside of the paths where obviously nodes, you know, he can't do 100% of the fights is what I'm saying. But yeah, for the entire variant he's good, and for variant 2 chapter 3 he just steamrolls it. Do we have to watch the sequels of the OG movies before watching Cobra Kai? No. At least not now. I would say just watch the first movie and then go straight into Cobra Kai, depending on like how the future seasons go or something like that. There might be more references from the others. There's technically some references from the others, but it's mostly just about the first movie. So yeah, I'd recommend watching the movie first, but you also don't have to. If like, I kind of get it that movies made in the 80s, they might feel like a little outdated, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, man, I still really like it. It doesn't have like weird technology things to it where, you know, some movies they'll have like the gigantic cell phones and you're just looking at that like, okay, my brain, I suddenly am like not into the movie. Like, it takes you out of that space. I don't, even that I think is fine, but it doesn't have stuff like that. It's karate and love. That's the original Karate Kid. And mentorship. true coming of age story with full of pranks and all that stuff. So yeah. I mean, it's not when I say pranks, it's not like a full-on comedy movie, but there's, you know, there's humor in it. All that boys will be boys stuff. All right, ABG Micro Realm is the Ant-Man one. Is Venom good for that? Yeah, okay, yeah, my bad, dude. My bad. He is good for that though. Thing is, you will irritate me if you understand what I was trying to say, or if you don't. Okay, all right, take it easy, man. What do we got? So to come back to the original question, who would win in a battle? SMH, Garth is Wayne's World, and Pistachio is Master of Disguise. Oh, dude, I've never watched Master of Disguise. I know what you're talking about now, though. I remember seeing commercials for that movie. I always really liked Dana Carvey, so I almost watched it, but I was like, I feel like I'm not gonna like this movie. But wasn't he like a turtle as one of his disguises or something like that? By the way, speaking of Dana Carvey, if you guys are looking for some other form of entertainment that is not Cobra Kai or Karate Kid, there's a really good documentary that I've mentioned in the past that I think is on Hulu. It's called Too Funny to Fail, if I remember correctly. And it's about the Dana Carvey show, which I honestly did not even know existed. Which is crazy because I love Wayne's World, and I've watched. Dude, I used to die laughing to Dana Carvey's some of his skits on SNL, and even just his stand-up in the past, at least. I don't know. I haven't really seen anything new that Dana Carvey's done, to be honest. I'm sure he's still a funny guy, but yeah, when I was a kid, man, like he was it. He was the funniest dude. And just the way this documentary is put together is just really well done. And yeah, it kind of shows where like Steve Carell really got his start. Same thing with what's that guy's name? Colbert? Stephen Colbert, right? That's the first name, Stephen. Kind of forgot. Sorry. It's probably, I sound so dumb. Isn't that dude like super famous? And I'm like, what is his name again? But yeah, Stephen Colbert. They were on that show. Some other ones too, but it's just a really well put together documentary. So yeah, I'd highly recommend watching that if you're not into the karate, or if you are into the karate, watch both. GG, what team did you use in 6.2.5 for the mutant path? This quest is such a cash grab. I don't remember my full team off the top of my head. Let's see if I can remember. It was Omega Red, Sabretooth, Namor, Colossus, and Void, I guess. Okay, so yeah, that was the team. It wasn't that hard to remember it. Colbert is a wank. I honestly I haven't seen his either of his late night shows, because I know he was on the Comedy Central news show, which I can't remember. I never watched that show. I know he was on that with Jon Stewart, right? And then I know he hosts the talk show on CBS, I think, right? The stations, dude. Like I haven't had cable TV in forever, or just like any sort of TV, basic cable, whatever you want to call it. You know, for a while I just didn't have a TV, period. And then eventually got a TV and got Netflix and stuff, but a lot of those shows oh wait, here we go. Too Funny to Fail: The Life and Death of the Dana Carvey Show is an American documentary film that premiered on Hulu on October 21st, 2017. Yes, that is the one. And trust me, it's good. I'm seriously in shock now. One of the best classic comedies ever made in the early 2000s. You've never seen it? Is it really good, Hunter? You would love it. Interesting, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try. I from the commercials, it did not look like something I was didn't really look like something I was going to enjoy, but sometimes it's like that. There's a lot of movies like that, actually. That movie Step Brothers, I didn't think I was gonna like that movie Step Brothers for some reason. I don't know why, but it's hilarious. It's a great movie too. Maybe, you know what it was? I think I saw a string of Will Ferrell comedy stuff that I was like, I don't know if I really enjoy these movies. Like, I like Will Ferrell's great, but I feel like his type of comedy, most of the time is really funny, but then it could also be like, I'm just not looking for this type of humor right now, maybe. So there's been a few things that he's done that I was like, but I mean, usually his stuff is great. Anyway, Master of Disguise was bad. Bear is very funny, but you'd have to agree with his politics to find him funny. He's very biased. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's probably I've never really seen anything that he's done. He was funny in the he was great in the documentary, but I guess that's why I've never really paid attention to him, because I'm not into politics at all. So I know there's a lot of political humor. The only late show which I loved watching and never missed was David Letterman. You know, I hear a lot of people love Letterman. I never got into Letterman. I liked Conan O'Brien. I still think he's pretty good, but I don't really enjoy any of those shows anymore, to be honest. I think the best of all time was Craig Ferguson, and I did not know that I did not know that Craig Ferguson existed as a person when he was actually on TV. But dude, like, I've just randomly come across some YouTube clips with him, and dude, he blows me away with how fast he is, and it's not like rehearsed kind of thing, you know. I think I like those talk shows when I was a kid, and when I say kid, I mean like all the way up till, you know, even like late high school, you know, 18, 19, 20 years old. I was still watching like Conan O'Brien stuff, but at a certain point, like I don't know, man, I feel like those shows, they were, not that they're scripted, but they all have these cards, and you see like, you could tell the story is, they're just kind of leading the conversation, and I mean, it's fine, but there's only so much of that I could watch where it doesn't feel natural, and I'm like, don't enjoy this anymore. I think I haven't watched any Conan O'Brien stuff lately. I think he changed his show format, though, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it's probably different now. I don't know, but yeah, I rather like just natural conversation. I think is more entertaining. I think that's why podcasts are so popular. I think not everyone, but I think a lot of people agree, because podcasts feel more natural, right? You're not so pressed for time, and even if they have some topics that they want to hit, kind of written down that they want to go over, that's fine. But on TV, when they only have like 5 or 10 minutes to talk to these people, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just so forced. Ferguson was Drew's boss on Drew Carey's show back in the day. Yeah. So I actually watched that show a little bit. I definitely didn't see all the episodes, but I watched that show a bit, and I must have seen him on that show, but I have like no memory of seeing him on that show. I had no idea who this guy was. I probably never watched him because I couldn't understand him. It's like a running joke of his that, you know, he's Scottish and has a bit of an accent, and you know, people can't understand him and stuff. I mean, it's not that bad. You could understand him, but you kind of have to like warm up to it for a minute. You know what I mean? Just like anything that's a little bit different. I looked at it. I'm like, I don't know exactly what this guy's saying. Let me go find a different guy that I understand. You know? Why is it that BG is talking about podcasts yet hasn't got his own? Let's be honest. We want a BG podcast, right? I mean, this basically is one. It's close enough. It's not exactly the same, but yeah. And I have wanted to do a podcast before, but I don't know. Ferguson is a hit with the ladies. Yeah, I think that's also what makes it pretty entertaining. He like there's nothing really awkward unless he wants it to be awkward, which is also entertaining, but it feels like, I don't know, man, he's just so good at talking. Like, it's seriously impressive. Especially, I don't consider myself of having the ability to talk very well. I mean, that sentence I just said, I feel like I was stumbling over my own words. Like, I don't know, man. He's just so fast with everything he says. Like, it's just impressive. It's like watching anyone who's good at something, even if it's something you don't necessarily care that much about. When you watch somebody play the flute exceptionally well, even if you don't give a damn about flutes or that style of music or anything, if they can do it in a way that's impressive, then it's just impressive. That's it. I say flute because there was a guy that was like beatboxing while playing the flute. So if you've never been impressed by a flute player, well then maybe you just haven't seen the right one. But that was years ago. God, I wonder if that guy's still making videos. All right, Lakers bodyguard sending over $1, saying last two. Okay, what do we got? BGE, a genie appears before and gives you a wish, or genie, that is. Okay, genie appears before you and gives you a wish with a choice. Free beans for life, or Always Sunny and Cobra Kai with... is that unlimited episodes? And then also Craig is hilarious. I watched the Jay Lennon Fly channel. It has most of his late shows. I've probably watched that channel before. I'm sure I have, because I've watched a fair bit of those. Because it's nice because you don't necessarily need to watch, right? It's just something that you can turn on while grinding or you know, doing something else. That's just enjoyable. But all right, anyway, as for your first one, the unlimited beans, dude, you kidding me? Free beans for life? They're not even that expensive. That's one of the reasons why I like beans so much anyways, because they're cheap. But free is better than cheap. Those shows are great, but there'll be other shows. Give me the beans, dude. Give me the beans. But thank you for the $1, dude. Andrew, what the? You sent over another $1, man. So I got caught up with the Drew Carey show and found Scott through there. Loved his show clips and started to feel sad when I found out he was gone. Wait, who are we talking about? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Drew Carey show. Or did you mean to say Craig? And just said Scott because it's from Scotland. Oh no, wait, I see. Okay, Jonathan Mangum? Hold on. Web page is loading. Oh my god, I meant Craig BG. Oh, you did mean Craig. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm looking at this guy, and honestly, I have no idea who this is. He's been in Whose Line Is It Anyway, I guess. I've watched that show a bit. Oh, is he the host? Is that who he is? Okay, all right. Anyway. Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's off the air. I never watched his show when it was on the air either. I was a little bit sad about that too, but at the same time, I don't know. He also had this way of not caring about his own show that was really good. And I don't know, everyone cares about their own show. I'm sure he cared about it, but he didn't care enough to like push it for ratings and things like that. You know what I mean? I like to think that's how I approach YouTube. Obviously, I care if people watch my stuff. I don't care enough to try to do every little thing to get views or something like that, you know? You need some level of care, but then you also need to take it easy. That's the like, it's like some of the other late night talk shows. It's like they're just a little too polished, in a way, you know? Music is like that too, I think. Sometimes you want a little bit of that distortion, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of times you do. All right. But yeah, dude, stop sending money, damn it. Thank you very much, but no more. All right, easy. Send it over $1.50 with a peach butt. Saying, BG, I want you to look up Leo P on YouTube after your stream tonight. He's a crazy good saxophone player. Oh, dude. Let me tell you. I don't recognize the name Leo P, but I've seen some good sax players in my day on YouTube. It's possible I might have seen this guy already. We'll have to see. It's been a long time since I've seen any sax stuff, but God, even just one little change of a letter there, and that sentence is totally different. We're talking about music here, people. Saxophones, just to clarify. But all right, Leo P. I'll write it down. I'll try to look it up. All right, and Torrance sending over 5. Actually, speaking of edit stream, it's going to be a little bit late here, so I'm probably just gonna go spin out a crystal. All right, Torrance, thank you very much for the 5, dude. Saying, can't believe I'm still up. Just finished Act 6.3. Almost there. Nice, man. You are almost there. One more chapter to go. Almost there, dude. Dude, I swear, I was losing my mind for a second. I was like, I almost clicked on the Grandmaster crystal. Pop that. I was like, no, what am I doing? Oh, man. But all right. Yeah, Torrance, thank you again. Good luck with finishing up Act 6, dude. If there's a 6-star generic awakening gem, will you buy it? 6-star generic is likely going to be for money. Please don't spam either, by the way. I see that message way too close, back to back. I don't spend any money on this game, so that'd be a no. And if it's for units, well, it depends on how many units it costs. When you add the L3 bleed at first, no damage, because first bleed. Okay, must be talking to someone else. Well, the man loves beans, Hunter. You're absolutely right. I was watching an episode where the LA Times gave them a bad review because whenever they mentioned Paul McCartney, he would show a pick a lady. So they did it for a whole week to annoy them. Oh, for Craig Ferguson show you're talking about? All right, here's the thing too about these late night shows. If you just watch one clip, it's probably hard to get into it. So, you know, the other things I'll recommend. I feel like Cobra Kai is really easy to get into. That other documentary I was talking about, Too Funny to Fail on Hulu. The show with Craig Ferguson, if you're really bored, like, yeah, there's some, you'll see what I'm talking about just by watching like any episode or whatever, but you know, you kind of have to get to know the person behind a show like that. It's probably why I never watched it back when it was actually on TV, but it is good. I also don't recommend watching the full episodes. Just watch like the clips, the conversations, if you are looking for something to watch. What's up, Katie? 15,333 units for 6-star generic. Is that how many I have? Yeah, it is. I would not take that offer. If it's included with other things, I'm interested. But 15,000 units for a 6-star generic, no. Okay, so here's the problem. I can expand a little bit on 6-star awakening gems for me and how their value is not very high. 6 stones. As simple as that. There's some champions that, hey, they're one and done. You awaken them, they're good to go. But most champions, after you awaken them, you got to pump some 6 stones into them. How can I really do that? I'm not going to get the prestige out of just awakening without putting 6 stones in. That's kind of what I need the most right now. And a lot of other champions, like I said, I want them at least a reasonable sig level. Otherwise, the 5-star is going to be more valuable. So, okay, Wildcard Productions, handed over 5. Thank you very much. Saying all I have to do is Act 6 and Abyss. Aside from the 4 Horsemen, what champs do you recommend? For what though? Like, I don't know how to answer this, because you can't just, I mean, I guess you do have a way of targeting champions now, but still, it's not like you can just pull any old champion out of a hat kind of thing. I mean, outside of or I guess just for generalized content for Act 6, and also thinking a little bit towards Act 7. Well, the other thing is too, like, I don't know what champions you already have. Like, I feel like there's not enough here for me to reasonably answer you. Because, yeah, you'd want, like, I don't know, we can go take a quick look at Aunt May, and I could just tell you some champions that I found useful in Act 6. And for Alliance War and Alliance Quest and Prestige and things like that, but, like, I don't know who you have and stuff, you know? So, yeah, like, Aegon, Apocalypse, Archangel, Black Widow, Clairvoyant, potentially Black Widow, Deadly Order. She wouldn't be the highest on my list, but if you need that shock damage. Blade, Cap Beardo, Cap Marvel, Colossus, Corvus, Darkhawk, Doom, Voodoo. I don't know enough about Dragon Man. Maybe Dragon Man, though. We'll see. I might be skipping some champions, too. I'm just picking out, going through a little bit quickly here. Ghost, Guillotine 2099, Heimdall, Torch, Hyperion. That's right. I'm putting him in the same category as all these other champions. King Groot. Magneto, both of the Magnetos. Medusa. Namor, Nick Fury, Omega Red, I don't know enough about this guy right here, but probably Professor X. Quake. Do I put... No, I don't think I put him in there. Nope. Sentinel. Actually, I mean, well, I'll take out Darkhawk. I'm kind of being a little bit more picky as I go. She-Hulk. Silver Surfer. Sorcerer Supreme. The Spideys. A couple of the Spideys here, at least. Sunspot. Symbiote Supreme. Thing. Venom. Void. Warlock. That's it. Those are all the champs you need. See, I don't know if that helps at all. But those are the champions I'd recommend getting. If there's more specifics, I could maybe help you out there, but... Alright, oh, dude, Andrew, what in the F, dude? Sent over another 5 saying final message, BG. This better be. If you're not already subscribed now, hit that bell notification. Let's go. Get BG to the next level. Well, thank you, man. But please, make sure you're in a good position. Please, man. I'm just going to feel bad otherwise. I appreciate it, all the support and all that, but... really, man, I'll be much happier if you just get yourself in a good position and all that. And I know that... got yourself an awesome new job and all that stuff. All right, JT sent over $2 saying, now that I'm thinking, you slightly remind me of my friend Walter. Some would call him Heisenberg. I see what you're saying. I never watched that show, but I know the name Walter White. God, I think that's the name. Second guessing myself now. But, yeah, dude, thank you for the $1. Dissolution sending over a $1 as well. Saying, what are you saying? Hold on. Where's your message? Okay, here we go. Okay, so just got to 1.6, halfway to 1.7. But I'm tired and out of max 4 stars. Will that be enough to get him, you think? Probably. It probably will be enough. If you're able to just put in a couple more rounds before the arena's over to make sure, it'd be nice. But honestly, it's probably enough. 1.65, you're saying, is what you're at? More than likely. It's just never a guarantee. So that's why I always recommend padding your score as much as reasonably possible. Night Hollywood, Night Dragon Dagger. You make me feel bad and I don't even give you money. Well, I guess I just have that effect on people. Stroking my saber, sending over a last minute $2. Saying, hey BG, which SS should I rank up? You should know which SS is. Come on. Oh well, you can't guess it. But anyways, Night BG. Hashtag confuse him so he doesn't leave. Wow. Well, go with SS. Stroking my saber. You should know too. That's my answer. Andrew, what the F, man? Do I need to ban you from here? Don't make me do it, man. I don't want to do it. Saying, don't worry, BG. I've been smart with saving and I've been waiting for the day to pay you back. You're one of the OGs and you're my motivation to keep playing. At least I could do. Take care and stay safe. Last one, I pinky promise. All right, man. If you send over another one, I'm banning you permanently from this channel. I hate that it comes to this. But until you tell me and that you've got another job or something like that, please, man. I appreciate it all. I really do. But I want to make sure that we're all in a good spot. You know what I mean? So yeah. Please make that the last one. Where is my beautiful egg? Ah, there we are. But on that note, I do have to give a shout out. Shout out to Andrew M for being tonight's biggest D. Thank you very much for that. Andrew M has been permanently banned from this channel. I wasn't bluffing. I hate to say it. That's it. All right, look, man, I'm going to unban you, but seriously, come on. I'm not doing this to be funny or anything, man. I really want to make sure that everyone's in a all right, I'm gonna end the stream because maybe that's the only way to get him to stop. All right, I'm out of here. Andrew, shout out to you again, but please, man, I'm being serious. And thank you to everyone else, though. There was a bunch of other super chats and all that. I really do appreciate it, guys. And yeah, ooh, tomorrow 5-star opening. Big 5-star opening. We got 9 crystals, 9 dual class crystals. Maybe it'll be the day I get Aegon. I'm not holding my breath, but I can hope. All right, I will see you all tomorrow, though. Good luck if you guys have will also be going for Aegon or something. Good night, everybody.